In a microprocessor, the clock signal A is always generated internally. B is always supplied externally. C may be generated internally or supplied externally. D is mostly supplied externally. The correct answer is may be generated internally or supplied externally. Which of the following identifiers is invalid in Pascal? A beta, B max 40, C 2nd, D a max. The correct answer is 2nd. Computer's basic input-output system is generally stored in RAM chips. A true, B false, C, D. The correct answer is true. In 8085, the upper 8 address bits appear on address bus and lower 8 bits on address data bus. B. The lower 8 address bits appear on address bus and the upper 8 address bits appear on address data bus. C. Either upper or lower 8 address bits may appear at address bus. D. Either upper or lower 8 address bits may appear at address data bus. The correct answer is the upper 8 address bits appear on address bus and lower 8 bits on address data bus. If x 0.1396 radians, the values of 1 cos x and 2 sin 2x2 using floating point arithmetic with a 4-digit mantissa are respectively A.1000 E1 each, B.9727 E2 each, C.1000 E1 and .9727 E2 respectively, D.9727 E2 and .1000 E1 respectively. The correct answer is .1000 E1 and .9727 E2 respectively. The number of select lines in ALU IC 74181 is A2, B4, C8, D16. The correct answer is 4. In a computer, MPU is the center of all operations and control. A true, B false, C, D. The correct answer is true. The statement B5 in C means A B5, B B5, C B5, D none of the above. The correct answer is B5. Which data transfer scheme is used when large block of data is to be transferred in a computer? A DMA, B programmed data transfer, C either A or B, D neither A nor B. The correct answer is DMA. Fortran 77 has 6 arithmetic operators. A true, B false, C, D. The correct answer is true. Windows can run several tasks simultaneously. A true, B false, C, D. The correct answer is true. The instruction LDA20 in 8085 means A. Contents of memory location 20 are fetched into the accumulator. B. The value 20 is fetched into accumulator. C. Either A or B. D. Neither A nor B. The correct answer is contents of memory location 20 are fetched into the accumulator. Intel 2004 is A ROM, B volatile RAM, C NVRAM, D none of the above. The correct answer is NVRAM. The programming language in which Excel records the macro code is A Basic, B Visual Basic, C Video Basic, D Basic 2. The correct answer is Visual Basic. The 8085 instruction LDA-FFA is an example of A. Direct addressing, B. Register addressing, C. Immediate addressing, D. Register indirect addressing. The correct answer is direct addressing. AMP contains 2 MHz crystal. The time taken to complete instructions with 1000 cycles is A 2 ms, B1ms, C2nx, D1ns. The correct answer is 1ms. Consider the following statement in Fortran 77. Read x.ii04. Which of the following is correct? A. 3 values would be read and stored in x0, x1, x2. B. 4 values would be read and stored in x0, x1, x2, x3. C. 5 values would be read and stored in x0, x1, x2, 34. D. 5 values would be read and stored in xi, x2, x3, x4, x5. The correct answer is 5 values would be read and stored in x0, x1, x2, 34. Which of the following methods does not cause any reduction in instruction length? A. Using program counter. B. Common source and destination address. C. Implicit source and destination address. D. Machine language programming. The correct answer is machine language programming. If in 196 the result of the following program will be integer n digit 1 digit 2 digit 3 sum read n digit 1 n n 10 10 n n 10 digit 2 n n 10 10 n n 10 digit 3 n n 10 10 sum digit 1 digit 2 digit 3. A. 196. B. 16. C. 16.0. D. 196.0. The correct answer is 16. In 8085, which of the following registers cannot be paired? A, B, E, C, C. D. Both B and C. The correct answer is A. If the mantissa has a sign bit of 0 and the exponent is changed from a negative number to a more positive number, the result is A positive number and closer to 0. B. A positive number and away from 0. C. A negative number. D. A negative number and closer to 0. The correct answer is a positive number and closer to 0. Which of the following statements in Fortran 77 is non-executable? A. Go to. B. Return. C. Stop. D. Parameter. The correct answer is parameter. A blank EEPROM has A. All bits set to logical 0. B. All bits set to logical 1. C. Half the total number of bits set to 0 and remaining half to logical 1. D. Either A or B. The correct answer is all bits set to logical 1. In 8085 the term absolute addressing means A. Direct addressing. B. Immediate addressing. C. Register addressing. D. Register indirect addressing. The correct answer is direct addressing. The range of floating point numbers in Java is A. 1.4e45 to 3.4e38. B. 3.4e45 to 1.4e38. C. 1.4e38 to 3.4e45. D. 3.4e38 to 1.4e45. The correct answer is 1.4e45 to 3.4e38. What does the operator mean in C? A. Function expression. B. Array expression. C. Structure operator. D. Increment decrement. The correct answer is function expression. Which of the following is a valid Fortran assignment statement? A. 10n. B. X 2.15.6. C. AB. D. AB1. The correct answer is AB. Which of the following statements is written in plain English in 8085? A. Data definition. B. Assignment. C. Conditional. D. Repetitive. The correct answer is data definition. In 8085 microprocessor with memory mapped I/O, which of the following is true? A. I/O devices have 16-bit addresses. B. I/O devices are accessed during in and out instructions. C. There can be a maximum of 256 input and 256 output devices. D. Logic operations cannot be performed. The correct answer is I/O devices have 16-bit addresses. Which of the following 8-bit microprocessors has maximum addressing modes? A. 8085, B. Z80, C. 6800, D. 6809. The correct answer is 6809. Java variables are called A. Instance variables, class variables and global variables. B. Instance variables, class variables and local variables. C. Instance variables, class variables and sector variables. D. Global variables, class variables and local variables. The correct answer is instance variables, class variables and local variables. Consider the real expression in Pascal language XZ+Y MP+K+X Y. What would be evaluated first? A. XZ and MP+K, B. XZ+Y and MP+K, C. MP+K+X_Y, D. Y MP+K. The correct answer is XZ and MP+K. 8-bit data can have 256 numbers ranging from 00000000 to 11111111. A. True, B. False, C. D. The correct answer is true. Which of the following is a valid expression in Fortran 77? A. B3, B. B3, C. B3, D. B2. The correct answer is B3. In setting up for loops in Pascal, the initial and final values of index may be A. Integer constants, B. Integer constants or integer variable names, C. Integer constants or integer variable names or integer expressions, D. Integer constants or real constants. The correct answer is integer constants or integer variable names or integer expressions. In a 3-byte instruction of 8085, the first, second, and third byte respectively indicate A. Operation code, low order byte of data address and high order byte of data address. B. Low order byte of data address, high order byte of data address and operation code. C. High order byte of data address, low order byte of data address and operation code. D. High order byte of data address, operation code and low order byte of data address. The correct answer is operation code, low order byte of data address and high order byte of data address. In 8085, stack pointer is A. 4-bit register, B. 8-bit register, C. 16-bit register, D. 32-bit register. The correct answer is 16-bit register. Microprocessor 386SX is a 1632-bit microprocessor. It has A. 16-bit registers and 32-bit data bus, B. 16-bit registers and 16-bit data bus, C. 32-bit registers and 32-bit data bus, D. 32-bit register and 16-bit data bus. The correct answer is 32-bit register and 16-bit data bus. Instruction cycle is the time required to complete the execution of an instruction. A. True, B. False, C. D. The correct answer is true. The contents of F register in 8085 are 01010001. This means AS0Z1 AC1 P0 and CY1, BS1Z1 AC1 P0 and CY1, CS1Z0 AC1 P0 and CY1, DS1Z0 AC0 P0 and CY1. The correct answer is S0Z1 AC1 P0 and CY1. In a microprocessor, A1 machine cycle is equal to 1 clock cycle. B1 clock cycle consists of several machine cycles. C1 machine cycle consists of several clock cycles. D1 machine cycle is always less than 1 clock cycle. The correct answer is one machine cycle consists of several clock cycles. Consider the following rules in Fortran. A all. B1 and 2 only. C1 and 3 only. D2 and 3 only. The correct answer is 1 and 2 only. Machine cycle is always the same as instruction cycle. A true. B false. C. D. The correct answer is false. Which of the following is true? A. During addition, if the carry into and carry out of the sign bit do not match, then an overflow has occurred. B. During addition, if the carry into and carry out of the sign bit don't match, then an overflow or underflow has occurred. C. During addition, if the carry into and carry out of the sign bit match, then an overflow or underflow has occurred. D. During addition, if the carry into and carry out of the sign bit match, then an overflow has occurred. The correct answer is during addition, if the carry into and carry out of the sign bit don't match, then an overflow or underflow has occurred. Which addressing mode is suitable only for these instructions in which there is only one operand? A. Implicit. B. Register. C. Direct. D. Immediate. The correct answer is implicit.